Hey everyone, this is David. It's just a quick hit today, and I have to say, I don't know. I don't even know if I can do this show here with you today. I'm like in the twilight zone, okay? I'm in a mood, I'm riled up, and it really is, this to me is actually the twilight zone. I don't even understand what's going on. It's like reality no longer exists, no pun intended, with reality TV, but it's like it no longer exists. So earlier in the week, I talked about, and I was actually really calm and I was really nice. And I talked about Louis Aurelius's $2.7 million tax bill, which is a previous one and now another one. The combined tax bill for Louis is $2.7 million. You know, when things are just developing here, there's so many sides to every story that when something's just developing, I really like to take it slow. I like to sit back. Everybody reacts. And I'm like, let's just get some facts because everybody's dramatic and everybody wants to make something bigger than it is. And I'm like, I have my own thoughts on this, but let's be calm. Let's just see what's happening here. So I did the whole report Tuesday afternoon earlier this week about Louis and his $2.7 million. We have talked about his Vinvia, which people are suing for. And I honestly don't even want to read the small print. This isn't about the small print. I actually don't give a shit about the small print. That's the other thing before we go on. Anyone that is faint of heart, anyone that doesn't want to hear the word fuck, anyone that doesn't want to hear me go off the reality. Tree huggers, you guys are in the front row today. I said we have a very special episode about Teresa and Louis. I see the tree huggers are here in the front row. Any tree huggers that want to leave at this point, you guys can leave. We're going to deal with reality here today. Today is Sunday. We're going to deal with reality. It's March 30th. April Fools is coming up. On April Fools, we could pretend we're in a fake world. I want to talk about Garcelle leaving Beverly Hills. I really do. That's a whole nother conversation that we actually talked about it a lot yesterday on Patreon. Anyone that didn't listen to our Patriot episode yesterday, I don't know what you're waiting for. The whole thing was about Garcelle leaving Beverly Hills, and there's a lot of rumors out there. We got to the bottom of that. So I'll pause, go on over to Patreon now. If you're not on Patreon, it's a great time to join. Get access to all the back shows too. Most of the listeners here are on Patreon, and thank you for that. But for any who aren't, slip into the DMs if you don't know how to find our Patreon. But today is reality. So all the tree huggers in the front row, if you don't like what I'm saying, you can leave. You can listen. You can, if you're not happy with what I'm saying, you can always reach out to me. It's just I am not taking comments or questions on this. I actually don't care. This is reality. We're way. Does anyone think that this is okay at this point? Does anyone think this is a normal human being, Louis Realias? Does anyone think this is how normal people live? Let's break it down. So, tree huggers, please, if you can't handle it, please leave. I still love you. I love my tree huggers. I have no preference for the listeners over the huggers. I love you all. But if you can't take the heat, maybe today's show is not for you because today we're going to deal with reality. Tomorrow we can go to Beverly Hills and Diamonds and Rose and talk all about all the lies that are out there about Garcelle's exit. Listen to the Patreon yesterday. But today we're going to deal with reality. So it's $2.7 million that he owes. We're far away from when I recorded on Tuesday. Now we have a lot more facts. And this really now is the definition of insanity, okay? I mean, if anyone out there, and you huggers are so good. I gotta give it to you. I mean, I wish you ropers were as loyal to me as the huggers are to your queen, because you'll find a way to spin this that this is normal. There's nothing about this situation which is normal. If it walks like a fucking duck and it talks like a goddamn fucking duck and it quacks like a motherfucking duck, it's a goddamn fucking duck. Okay? And honestly, fuck Teresa. I don't give a shit. I don't feel sorry for her at all whatsoever in any way, in any shape, or in any form. Yeah, fuck me once, you're the asshole. Maybe she can go on the rest of her life thinking that Juicy Joe is an asshole. But it has happened to you again. Now, I'm not surprised. Nobody listening to this is surprised. But I mean, how did we get here? You have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me, right? I mean, we do 9 shows here a week, sometimes 10. Any of the tree huggers that want to go and listen to an older episode or join the Patreon, I understand. But today we're going to deal with reality. Mind you, I got some words for fucking Dolores Catania here today, too. Dolores Catania, or all of a sudden has something to say. I mean, so we'll get to Dolores in a hot second, okay? But yeah, this is not normal. Besides the money that he owes, we now realize that Teresa owes $300,000 in taxes. Everyone's asking me, I have people, even Bravo celebrities, slipping into my text that have my number, asking me, oh my God, and wanting to gossip. I'm like, I don't have time to gossip. I'm doing a show for the Ropers. Like, is this true? Yeah, this is happening here. I mean, people are asking me, do I think she's going to go to jail? I mean, sure, I'll do a show about what all this means and what tax liens mean, and we can slow it down and get into the nuts and bolts of this. But right now, I just want big picture because I'm so riled up. I mean, Teresa is a fucking moron. That's the statement that we have here today. I mean, how can you be this fucking dumb? Really, how can she be this dumb? Really, really. Listen, I mean, don't give me too much credit. I'm gonna die alone. I got a lot of faults, but dumb I'm not. I mean, I've always said this and I'll say it again. I'm one of the smartest people I know. If you're dumb, do you know it? That's a real question. Like, does Teresa realize that her intelligence level is not that high? It's a real question. I'm not trying to be mean. Everyone always thinks I'm trying to be mean. I don't know. I think if you're not smart, you don't know it, right? Like, and by the way, guys, I fucking wish I wasn't smart. I do. I think life is just so much easier if you're not smart, right? You can just go through life and people want to hang out with you, and then this one takes advantage of you, and that one takes advantage of you. It's got to be somewhat easier, right? Just to go with the flow and not be a smart person. I mean this in all seriousness. Trust me, I wish I wasn't smart a good chunk of my time. Instead, like, you always know, you know how hard it is to always know what's going on. Like, I could smell fake money a mile away. I'm with